Hello, my friends. This is once again Dr. Surendra Kumar. Thanks a lot paying attention, listening, and watching my videos, and also dropping your wonderful and precious comments. Once again, thanks a lot. I just want to say, uh, importance of research is very important. It is high, and when you understand and acknowledge the work of a research activity in a particular area, theme, issue, or a discipline, you are very much likely to hone up your skills in that particular discipline or a stream, whatever you call it. It may be your professional area or something that you're fascinated to, or something that you just automatically from within propelled into, isn't it? You feel a call on your life in your mind, and the very thing is reflected and manifested in your external behavior when it actually happens. So during in 2010, I also had a wonderful opportunity visiting Australia, Melbourne University, for Australian Leadership Award, ALA Fellowship. So during my course, my study, my interaction, my project developed something I learned there with their faculties, and it's important. What I learned is if something is well researched, the half of the problem or the issue is already addressed. If a topic, if a challenge, if anything that you want to take as your subject is well defined in your mind, half of the problem is already addressed. In one way or the other way, half of the solution has been experienced, has been understood. Now the journey is only half. So that has to continue, and for that we have different methodologies and expertise and procedures to be followed. And the same thing happens on disasters, or maybe natural disasters or man-made disasters, or when we are working on global warming or climatological issues or geological, topographical, things like that, sustainable development in comprehensive way or in totality we can call it. So our research wing, our research dimension, that area has to be very strong in order to combat, in order to come against natural disasters or man-made disasters, and to make this world a better world for us and for rest of the generation, which is going to happen the times to come on this planet, isn't it? It's not just making yourself safe and living a good life, but also giving a permission to rest of the generation which is going to happen on this planet in the times to come, once we depart or after we depart or before we depart. So that commitment also has to happen. And how this will happen, not only just talking about different climatological issues, geographical challenges, global warming, of course they are required, they have to be addressed, but at the same time we need to keep something in mind, that the blood stream to handle such kind of catastrophes and challenges and disconnects or debacles or a disaster is only when we have a well-defined research with us. When we can use those research, quantitative research, qualitative research, descriptive research, explanatory, exploratory, post-facto research, comparative studies, isn't it? There are varieties of research. So they have to be used, they have to be understood, and they have to be sort of encouraged in all possible walks of our life when we are talking such kind of global issues, global warming, climate change, geographical disturbances, clutters, disasters, mishappenings, catastrophes. So we need to understand the importance and relevance and imperativity of a research. So this is what I just feel like experiencing with you, as because I am more into research and less into academics for a time being, and that's what my inner personality has been. Either if I'm absolutely devoted in academic activities, but I still choose to spare out some quality work, some quality time to indulge myself with dedication into research kind of possibilities, because that ambience can definitely help you to develop fuller and better and more comprehensive and categorical understanding of a social disconnect. Because working like climate change and this or maybe that, or global warming or natural disasters or social challenges, human rights, of course they are wonderful, and it is awesome, because there are tremendous number of challenges which we come across during our journey when we address particular situations or different varieties of situations we encounter in our life, day to day happenings. Anything can happen, but at the same time, if research is there, your mind is very much focused. No matter either you absolutely deal a social issue or a climatological issue, geographical issue, topographical issue, or disasters, or different scenarios that we can indulge and put our hands into, of course we'll be doing across the globe if I'm talking about. But if this mindset, this attitude is there, you are a researcher. First of course you would like to know the cause and effect possibility, and basic mechanisms, and the reasons why things are happening. And if we understand why things are going wrong, we can easily understand how things can again turn from wrong to right. If there is there is imbalance, we can understand it why. Then we can also easily understand how this imbalance can be balanced. So this is what the very importance of a research is. Though it's not high rocket science kind of study, or big chemistry, or big biology, or big mathematics I'm talking about, what I'm talking about is like keeping your eyes opened, your observation always active, and your learning process always, that you are into that possibility, into that ambience, that you're always willing to learn, always willing to pick up, always willing to conduct your observations, be it empirical or theoretical observations. They're going to help you quite a lot. That is what I just want to share today, because there's nothing much I'm reading. But still, I would encourage, the call is to be a researcher, be it any dimension, be it any field. Thanks a lot for listening, watching. This is Randall.